Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to An Evening with the Stars. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Gloria Duncan, Director of Professional Learning.
Good evening, and welcome to the Clayton County School System Annual Evening with the Stars, where we honor the best of the best. We are so glad you were able to join us tonight, and we appreciate your paying tribute to our outstanding teachers, our principals, our support personnel. It takes all of us to make that village and to make things work in Clayton County. And we are so proud to see you and have you here in support of these persons tonight. At this time, will you please rise for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and our national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
You may be seated. We would like to thank the Mundy's Mill High School JROTC, the Pledge of Allegiance by Cadet Second Lieutenant Daniel Throng, Cadet Airman Carlos Passmore from Mara High School, and the Star Spangled Banner by Miss Joy Duncan. We have a wonderful evening planned for you as we celebrate the Evening of the Stars. The stars of tonight's event are backstage, eagerly awaiting their introductions. Before we introduce them, I would like to introduce you to the Coordinator of Professional Learning and a former Clayton County Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Ave Tatum. Mrs. Tatum will introduce the host for the evening. Again, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Duncan. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce tonight's hosts for this evening, Ms. Tracy Hutchins, co-anchor of CBS 46 Evening News, and Dr. Ralph Simpson, Deputy Superintendent of School Leadership and Improvement. Ms. Tracy Hutchins currently co-anchors CBS 46 News at 4, 5, 6, and 11 p.m. Ms. Hutchins joined CBS 46 in the spring of 2007 to co-host the morning show. She worked for 6.5 years on the show, covering breaking news, events in the community, and interviewing celebrities until she transitioned to the evenings in the fall of 2013. Prior to arriving in Atlanta, Ms. Hutchins worked for CBS affiliate KFMB in San Diego, California. After spending 4 years in Atlanta working at CNN Headline News, covering world news events, daily health stories, and entertainment features, Ms. Hutchins was live on the air during major breaking news stories, including the breakup of the Columbia spaceship shuttle over Texas and the capture of ousted Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein. Ms. Hutchins has spent the last 20 years covering the news across the country, from hurricanes in Fort Myers, Florida, to 120-degree heat waves in Phoenix, Arizona, and the closing factories in Terre Haute, Indiana, to soybean crops in Kirksville, Missouri, where she started her television news career in 1993. Ms. Hutchins enjoys discovering all that Metro Atlanta has to offer, including some of the best restaurants in the Southeast and a number of outdoor events with her family. Dr. Ralph Simpson is the Deputy Superintendent of School Leadership and Improvement for Clayton County Public Schools. Dr. Simpson is a native of Atlanta, Georgia. He began his career in the area of criminal justice after receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in criminal justice from the University of West Georgia in 1986. After working in a maximum security prison for a total of 4 years and observing so many individuals who had ruined their lives, he decided that he could become part of the solution instead of the problem. He set out to help young people avoid having to serve time in a correctional institution or in the penal system. He re-entered the University of West Georgia and obtained certification to teach middle grades. He embarked upon his career as an educator in 1991, teaching elementary school for 2 years and in middle school for 3 years. Dr. Simpson experienced tremendous success as a teacher, mentor, and leader. Dr. Simpson was appointed Deputy Superintendent for the Division of School Leadership and Improvement in late July 2017 and comes with over 20 years of experience in education. In an effort to empower leaders to maximize their full potential, Dr. Simpson purposes to inspire, encourage, and motivate leaders at all levels. Dr. Simpson consistently provides school and district leaders with a quote of the day that compels leaders to self-reflect and commit to higher standards. One recent QOD states, "Your commitment to getting better needs to be more important than your commitment to getting better test scores." Additionally, Dr. Simpson has also been entrusted with consolidating the Division of School Leadership and Improvement with the Division of Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment to form a cohesive unit to fulfill the superintendent's vision of CCPS as a high-performing school district. Dr. Simpson is a proponent of restorative practices in education and brings with him a wealth of knowledge. His goal is to align resources to address the social, emotional, and intellectual needs of learners, which will in turn produce students who are globally competitive and college and career ready. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our hosts for the evening, Ms. Tracy Hutchins and Dr. Ralph Simpson.
Good evening. Oh, that was a nice welcome, right? It is so wonderful to be with you this evening. Everyone looks so beautiful, all the women in their sequins, and the men look so handsome in their suits and bow ties, of course. You know, it is a pleasure to be with you this evening. This night is really about recognizing all the contributions of Clayton County educators and support staff just like you. So that's why we're here tonight. Clayton County certainly has a long and proud standing tradition here in the state of Georgia. So every year, thousands of graduates go out into the world carrying all the inspiration they've gained from all the teachers inside the classroom and all the support staff that helps them. And tonight we say thank you to all of those who've made a difference in so many lives.
Thank you. The support of our stakeholders is critical to the success of our district. Therefore, we'd like to recognize a few special guests at this time. When your name is called, please stand so we may acknowledge you. Members of our dynamic Clayton County School Board of Education, Dr. Pam Adamson, Chair of the Board, District 1. Mr. Mark Christmas, District 2. Ms. Jessie Goree, District 3. Mrs. Ophelia Burrows, District 5. Mrs. Mary Baker, Vice Chair of the Board, Ms. Mary Baker, District 6. Ms. Judy Johnson, District 7. Dr. Alika Anderson, Vice Chair of the Board, District 8. Mr. Benjamin Straker, District 9. And our wonderful superintendent, Dr. Morcease Beasley, Superintendent CEO. Members of the Clayton County Public School System Superintendent's Cabinet have joined us this evening. Once your name is called, please be recognized. Stand and be recognized. Dr. Anthony Smith, Deputy Superintendent, Second in Command. Dr. Sandra Nunez, Deputy Superintendent of Student Support Services and Federal Programs. Mr. Kenneth Thompson, Chief Financial Officer. Dr. Jamie Wilson, Chief of Human Resources. Mr. Thomas Trewick, Chief of Safety and Security. Mr. Rod Smith, Chief of Technology. Ms. Jada Dawkins, Chief of Communications, Public Relations, and Marketing. Ms. Damaris Garrett, Director of Equity and Compliance. Our cluster superintendents, Dr. Douglas Hendricks, Senior. Dr. Keith Colbert. Mr. Tim Guiney. And Ms. Charmin Johnson. The Clayton County Legislation Delegation, the Honorable Gail Davenport, State Senator, District 44. If you're here, please stand and be recognized. The Honorable Valencia C., State Senator, District 34. The Honorable Keisha Waits, State Representative, District 60. The Honorable Deborah Bazemore, State Representative, District 63. The Honorable Valencia Stovall, State Representative, District 74. Thank you. The Honorable Mike Glanton, State Representative, District 75. The Honorable Sandra Scott, State Representative, District 76. The Honorable Rhonda Barno, State Representative, District 77. The Honorable Demetrius Douglas, State Representative, District 78. Congressman David Scott, 13th Congressional District. Congressman John Lewis, 5th Congressional District. The Clayton County Board of Commissioners, Commission Chairman, the Honorable Jeffrey Turner. Commissioner Sona Singleton, District 1. Commissioner Gail Hambrick, District 2. Commissioner Felicia Warner, District 3. And Commissioner Michael Edmondson, District 4. Other Clayton County officials, Clayton County Probate Judge Pam Ferguson. Clayton County Juvenile Court Judge Bobby Simmons. Thank you. Clayton County Solicitor General Tasha Mosley. Clayton County District Attorney Tracy Graham Lawson. Clayton County Chief Operations Officer Dietrich Stanford. Clayton County Tax Commissioner Terry Baskin. Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill. Clayton County Police Chief Joseph M. Woodall. Clayton County Fire Chief Landry Murkison. President of the Clayton County Education Association Willie Green. Representative from the Professional Association of Georgia Educators, Ms. Peggy Brown. And now our Clayton County mayors, Mayor Willie Oswalt of Lake City, Mayor Dr. Evelyn Wynn Dixon of Riverdale, Mayor Bobby Cartwright of Lovejoy, Mayor Angeline Butler of Forest Park, Mayor Joseph Longino of College Park, Mayor Pro Tem Linda Lord of Forest Park, Mayor J.B. Burke of Morrow, Mayor Joy Day of Jonesboro, members of the Clayton County Chamber of Commerce, Jeremy Straighton, President and CEO, other district partners, President of Clayton County PTA Council, Mr. Kevin Harden, President of the Clayton County Education Association, Willie Green, President of the Clayton State University, Dr. Tim Hines, Director of Public Affairs for Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, Myrna White, Representative from the Professional Association of Georgia Educators, Ms. Peggy Brown.
Now, if there are any other representatives on that long list that we managed to miss, please stand so we can recognize you at this time. We certainly want to give you your due. Anyone, did we cover all the bases? Oh, we have one. Thank you for being here. And we would also like to ask all of our former district Clayton County Teachers of the Year, if you've been awarded in the past, please stand so we can recognize you now as well.
while you are applauding, all former district principals of the year, please stand at this time. All former district principals of the year. All former district support professionals of the year, please stand. All former district support leaders of the year, please stand.
And also those individuals who had the amazing responsibility of selecting the Clayton County Employees of the Year this year, our judges, would you please stand and be recognized?
Thank you all for being here tonight. It truly demonstrates your dedication to education in Clayton County. We're fortunate to have many outstanding staff members currently serving in Clayton County Public Schools and central offices. Many factors are considered in the selection of the honorees. Among them, excellence in job performance, innovation in and out of the classroom, exemplary character, and of course, a dedication to and love of children. It is my privilege to now introduce to you 80 outstanding Clayton County staff members. As the honorees come to the stage, they will be accompanied by musical selections performed by Stillwell String Quartet. At this time, please join us as we welcome our superintendent, Dr. Morcease Beasley, who will greet our honorees as they are introduced. So that each name can be... Come on, y'all can do better than that. Come on. Thank you. So that each name can be heard in the interest of time, please hold your applause until all of the star honorees of the year have been introduced.
So we will begin right now with the nominees for Teacher of the Year. From Adamson Middle School, Sylvia Gardner. From Anderson Elementary School, Rebecca Starr Smith. From Arnold Elementary, Elise Dotson Gomez. From Ash Street, South Metro, Denisha C. Thomas. From Babb Middle School, Layla Richards. From Brown, Elementary, Patrice Hentz. And Callaway Elementary, Kenneth L. Williams II. From Church Street Elementary, Kyan Postel. Somebody brought their own fan club. From Drew High School, Malik Bostic. And East Clayton Elementary School, Matika Sloan Benson. Makita Sloan Benson.
Did you get Edmondson?
From Eddie White Academy, Keisha and Douglas. And from Edmonds Elementary, Tassandra West.
Lord, what you do? From Elite Scholars, Sunil Dudeja. From Flint River, Dr. Dan Lichtman. From Forest Park Middle School, Ms. Tamika Richards. From Fountain Elementary School, Stephanie McGee. From Harper Elementary School, Jasmine T. Allen. From Hawthorne Elementary, Angela Bowens. From Haney Elementary, Tiffany Barner Davis. From Huey Elementary, Nathan Hill. From Jackson Elementary, Sanithia Jeter. From Jonesboro High School, Hyacinth Muir. From Jonesboro Middle School, Sharon Reddick.
From Kemp Primary, Chantrelle Price. And from Kendrick Middle School, Tiffany Hood. From Kilpatrick Elementary, Jennifer Rippey. From King Elementary, Tequila Johnson Collins. And from Lake City Elementary, Lisa Dong. Lake Ridge Elementary School, LaDawn Elliott. From Lee Street Elementary, Glenda Easterling. Jessica Poole is from Lovejoy High School. And from Lovejoy Middle School, Wanda Maybank. From Marshall Elementary, Tamika Powell. From Magara Elementary, Tangela Midget Brown. And from Morrow Elementary, Michelle Way.
From Morrow High School, Takuma Diop. Morrow Middle School, Lisa M. Dorsey. Mount Zion Elementary School, Brittany Alfieri. Mount Zion High School, Sonia Dunbar. Mount Zion Primary School, Simone Millington Motley. From Mundy's Mill High School, Dr. Vanessa A. Canty. From Mundy's Mill Middle School, LaCrisha M. Jackson. From North Clayton Middle School, Alice E. Jones. From Northcutt Elementary School, LaDonna D. Dillard. From Oliver Elementary, Dr. Jacqueline Floyd. From Perry Learning Center, Lakeisha M. Player. From Point South Middle School, Gwendolyn A. Smith.
From Rex Mill Middle School, Tamika McKinney. Tamika! From Riverdale High School, Pamela Harris. From Riverdale Middle School, Brooke E. Sellers. From Rivers Edge Elementary, Carla Williams. From Roberts Middle School, Lisa Head Walker. We do want to recognize Kelvin Pease, who's unable to be with us tonight. He's from Sequoia Middle School. And from Smith Elementary School, Candace Tompkins Clay.
Candace got some love.
She does. From Sutter Elementary, Kimberly Owens. Teresa Dodd is from Swint Elementary. And from Terra Elementary School, Kiana Wirt. From Unidos Dual Language School, Samantha Pinzon. And from West Clayton Elementary, Dion Smith.
The next category of honorees is the Support Professional of the Year. There are two winners in this category, one certified and one classified. The finalists for the Support Professional of the Year are from the Construction Department, Mr. Tim Welch. From Morrow Elementary School, Iang Mung. From Northcutt Elementary, Ms. Tanisha Mobley. although she couldn't be here with us tonight, let's recognize from Tara Elementary School, Ms. Madhuri Chopra.
The next category of honorees is the Support Leader of the Year. Also in this category, there are also 2 winners, one certified and one classified. The finalists for Support Leader of the Year are, from the Athletics Department, Kevin May. From the Department of Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment, Dr. Tanya Clark. And from the Department of Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment, Christy Heath. From the Department of Technology, from the Technology Department, April Mayo.
The next category is Principal of the Year. The finalist for Principal of the Year is, from Hawthorne Elementary School, Dr. Cynthia James.
Now, the next 5 individuals are the finalists for the Teacher of the Year. These 5 finalists, they were selected by a panel from 65 candidates, then interviewed and observed by our judges. So here they are. From Forest Park High School, Marvin B. Pugh. From Kemp Elementary School, Kelvinia Edwards. From North Clayton High School, Manish Gupta. From Point South Elementary, Lily Page. And from Riverdale Elementary, Serena Smith. And finally, tonight's winners in each category are, for 2018 Classified Support Professional of the Year,
'2008 Classified Support Professional of the Year, Ms. Karonda Robinson from the Department of School Leadership and Improvement. '2008 Certified Support Professional of the Year, Ms. Landria Anderson from the Department of Student Services. '2018 Classified Support Leader of the Year, Dr. Yitanda Alade from the Department of School Nutrition. '2018 Certified Support Leader of the Year, Dr. Ebony Chillis from the Division of Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment.
And this year, there was a tie for Principal of the Year. Our first 2018 Principal of the Year is Dr. Pamela Pitts from Morrow High School. Our second 2018 Principal of the Year, Mr. Samuel West from Church Street Elementary.
Wow, who's that guy? Think anybody knows him? Wow, okay. I want to be like Mr. West. Our 2018 Teacher of the Year, Mr. Jeremy Lemahieu from Martha E. Stilwell School of the Arts. Please join me in honoring this group of exemplary employees.
They are amazing. Well, tonight we are honored to have special remarks made by our superintendent, Dr. Morcease Beasley. Dr. Morcease J. Beasley currently serves as superintendent of Clayton County Public Schools. Before being elected superintendent, he served as CCPS Chief School Improvement Officer. Dr. Beasley has over 20 years of dedicated service toward instructional practices and has held numerous leadership positions in public education. He is known as an innovative leader with an exceptional ability to transform both large urban and suburban school districts. Dr. Beasley is also recognized for his impeccable ability to improve student academic achievement, strengthen community engagement, as well as develop and implement sustainable strategies for a school system.
Dr. Beasley is the recipient of notable accolades and multiple recognitions by numerous organizations. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Mathematics from the University of Montevallo, a Master of Science degree in Mathematics Education from Sanford University, and an educational specialist, as well as a doctorate degree in education with an emphasis on educational leadership from Sanford University. Dr. Beasley also has completed Harvard University's Public Educational Leadership Program. In addition to dedicating much of his life as a professional educator, Dr. Beasley enjoys recreational time with his wife and 4 children. He is also described as a mentor, author, traveler, and strong supporter of the arts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Morcease J. Beasley.
Good evening, everyone. Now, the next time I'm going to have to get them to submit the script to me so I can X out all of that introduction. How many of you know that tonight we're here to do some stargazing? Oh, y'all can do better than that. Stargazing. See, we appreciate the hosts for acknowledging all of our special guests, and I dare not repeat all of those names. We appreciate the hosts for the introduction of myself. But it's really not about us here tonight, is it? It's about our stars. And so, stars, I want you to know that you have 1,000+ people in this room who have come tonight to stargaze. Now you say, why do we gaze at stars? And I can assure you I will not be long, but why do we gaze at stars? First of all, we acknowledge that stars are only stars because they've gone through pressure. If you know anything about science, you know that it's the pressure of gravitation that binds hydrogen and helium together to produce stars. And over millions and billions of years, we have our sun and the other many stars that we see at night. So we know that one thing about these stars, these individuals, they have gone through a lot of pressure to be here on today, and we should give them a hand. But as I believe, and then many of you who know me, person of faith, for every test, there is always a what? A testimony. Oh, let me say that again. For every test, if you can pass, there's always a what? So because these stars have gone through the pressure, they have 3 things that they do for us on tonight. The first thing that they do is they give us light. These individuals have lit the way with their excellence, their dedication, their commitment to the most important people in our school system, and that would be our children. Let's give them a hand for giving us light. But not only do they give us light, They give us energy. Everybody say energy. See, it's the individuals that you see on the stage that when everybody's ready to fuss and, I'll defer from that other word. When everybody's ready to complain, it's individuals that you see on the stage that helps all of us to calm down, and they give us the right type of energy. You say, why is that important? Because without the energy that comes from the stars, life would not be possible. So these individuals make the life of our school system, the life of your school, the life of our children. You make it possible for growth to take place, for seeds to be sown, for seeds to be produced and to grow. So we appreciate the energy that you bring to the lives of all of us. And that's why we're here stargazing tonight, because we acknowledge your value, your light, your energy. And lastly, stars do a fundamental thing relative to navigation. They give us direction. Direction. These individuals are giving us direction tonight. Direction for us to do what is excellent, consistently excellent. Direction for us to do what's right, consistently right, even when we don't feel like doing right. So I commend you all on tonight for the pressure that you've gone through to be on this stage. But most importantly, I commend you for the light that you'll give for many, many years to come. I commend you for the energy that you bring into this school district, and make no mistake, we are a district moving towards high performance. Oh, y'all can do better than that. We are a district moving toward high performance. And I commend you for the direction that you'll continue to provide to the lives that will gaze at you. See, we're gazing tonight, but make no mistake, your students, your parents and others, your colleagues, they'll continue to gaze at you as a professional and most importantly, as an individual who's made a fundamental contribution to the life or lives of children and to this organization. So I commend you. I want all of us in this room to stand up and give these stars a great round of applause. Let's stargaze right now and let them know how much we appreciate them. And as you take your seat, don't let that acknowledgement stop on today. They are teacher, principal, support professional, and leader of the year. So that means that for the next 365 days, we should take full advantage of the light, the energy, and the direction that comes or come from their lives. Thank you all.
And we certainly appreciate Dr. Beasley's inspiring words this evening. At this time, the district certainly appreciates the leadership that he has given.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're honored to have with us a special guest soloist, Mr. Ed Blackwood, assistant principal at M.D. Roberts Middle School. As Mr. Blackwood sings, our honorees will exit the stage and be seated in their reserved seats for the remainder of the program.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheek so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you, and just the way you look tonight. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you and the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight.
And we want to thank Mr. Blackwood for honoring all of us with his musical gifts. Certainly, yeah, wonderful song, wasn't it? Yeah.
Please give our 2018 Star honorees one more round of applause. You know, it's a whole lot of school loans and babysitting and dropping off children and professional development that went into that work with some of those degrees. So y'all got to get, some of you all served as babysitters too. So let's give it up for them. They put some work in and some time. Let's give it up for them. We now have another talented group from the Stillwell School of the Arts, the Singing Brothers. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pause on that.
We skipped ahead. Sorry, we didn't mean to jump ahead.
I'm nervous.
So, we are honored to have with us members of the Stillwell School of the Arts dance team. Now, they are under the direction of Mr. Justin Pascal. Please welcome to the stage, because they've been warming up backstage, the Stillwell dance team. Weren't they amazing? Give them another round of applause.
We now have another talented group from the Stillwell School of the Arts, and these guys are dynamic. The Singing Brothers of Stillwell will perform under the direction of Mr. Jimmy Cheek. Please welcome at this time the Singing Brothers of Stillwell.
This song is for those who inspired us today, who others gave a helping hand and helped another way. This song is for those who see their students through the troubles in our lives. They help us see it through. You have made a difference. You have changed our minds. You have changed the world, one child at a time. You have always been there in everything you do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you.
This song is for those who heard the silent cries, who stepped up to wipe the tears from their children's eyes. This song's for those who gave us a home. We will always know that you will be so close.
You have changed our minds. You have changed the world, one child at a time. You have always been there in everything you do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you.
This song is for those who taught us right from wrong, who taught us more than our craft to make our lives grow strong. This song is for those who taught us through and through, so that we can make a life. For that we say thank you.
You have made a difference. You have changed our minds. You have changed the world, one child at a time. You have always been there in everything you do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you.
As I look back on my life into the path within my reach, I hope I can change the life
Of those that I teach, I can make a difference. All I do is try to see a different world through the children's eyes. I will always be there in everything I do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you.
I will always be there in everything I do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. and you cast your fears aside.
All you gotta
then
do,
you know you can survive. When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong. And you finally see the truth that a hero lies in. You have made a difference.
Let's give the singing brothers one round of applause once more. At this time, I'd like to recognize first and apologize to our president of the Clayton County Council of PTAs and our failure to omit, I think we gave the wrong name, Ms. Sid Cox. Would you please stand at this time and be recognized, Ms. Sid Cox? Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming.
Well, certainly great things are happening in Clayton County. We do want to hear from the winners and supervisors of the 2018 awards. So, ladies and gentlemen, the employees of the year.
It is both an honor and privilege to be able to speak to you about an outstanding person and an awesome administrative assistant, Ms. Corunda Robinson. Ms. Robinson has been employed with Clayton County Public Schools since 2013 and has served in the roles of administrative assistant for federal programs and administrative assistant for school leadership and improvement. During this short time, Ms. Robinson has been able to clearly define herself as one that possesses an impeccable work ethic and outstanding customer service skills. Ms. Robinson, I would also like to take this time to just say thank you. Your positive approach and your attention to detail makes a real difference in our day-to-day operations. A quote by an unknown author states that no one is more cherished in this world than someone who lightens the burden of another. Corunda, you definitely lighten many burdens and challenges that we face daily. In fact, many of the issues that we experience, you bring them to resolution before I even hear about them. I honor and respect you. We are grateful for you and appreciate you immensely. You are most deserving of the distinction of Support Professional of the Year. Congratulations.
I want to say a very heartfelt thank you for this honor. I'm truly humbled to have been selected as a Support Professional of the Year. To be recognized shows me that my work and my goal of providing the best for the students of CCPS is being realized. Thank you to the panel of judges, and congratulations to the other finalists as well for all of the contributions we have made to the students of CCPS. To Dr. Keith Colbert, I want to thank you for choosing me as your administrative support specialist. You have taken the time to mentor and support me in assisting the schools and for trusting me to work in the best interest of the district. To my wonderful co-workers in the SLNI, I would like to say thank you for helping me to learn different aspects of the school system. To the principals, I would like to say thank you for the relationships that we have built. Your willingness to answer my questions and to be readily available has made all the difference in this school year. The fact that we are able to share different viewpoints has really allowed me to grow and better support you. I would like to take this time to thank Katrina Thompson in the Office of Federal Programs for bringing me on board and helping me to establish a strong foundation within the school system. I know that without these individuals, I would not be able to do my best in supporting the mission of the district. In closing, this is an honor that I will cherish, and I look forward to continuing my work with the school district for many more years to come. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Classified Support Professional of the Year, Ms. Corunda Robinson, Administrative Support Specialist 2, and her supervisor, Dr. Keith Colbert, Assistant Superintendent.
It is with sincere pleasure that I introduce Ms. Landria Anderson. Landria is a veteran school psychologist that has served the students and stakeholders of Clayton County Public Schools since 2002. She has proudly supported Marshall Elementary for over 10 years, so it is no surprise that the Marshall team saw fit to nominate her for this prestigious award. You embody the characteristics of a nurturer. Your work is marked with an essence of commitment, a heart made to love children, and a compassion for those you serve. You work with such a high standard of excellence. The 23 school psychologists who you represent are proud of you and cheer you on as you serve as the ambassador for our department. May I introduce to some and present to all Ms. Landria Anderson, Certified Support Professional of the 2017-2018 school year. Congratulations, Landria.
Thank you to Dr. Holloman, Mr. Yancey, and the amazing teachers at Thurgood Marshall Elementary School for your nomination for Certified Support Professional of the Year. It is truly a humbling experience to ultimately be rewarded this honor at the district level. Truthfully, nothing in my experience would have prepared me for an honor such as this, especially to be recognized for something that I truly love. Thank you to those who I've been privileged to interact with and learn from. Thank you to those who recognize my commitment to teamwork and doing whatever's necessary to support students, school staff, and parents. And last but certainly not least, thank you to my friends and colleagues, 23 awesome school psychologists who are just as deserving of this honor as I am. This award is just not mine, it's ours. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Certified Support Professional of the Year, Ms. Landria Anderson, school psychologist, and her supervisor, Ms. Sherry Ann Taylor. Give them a round of applause, please.
Greetings. It is with great joy and pleasure to bring you a brief word about the Clayton County Public Schools Classified Support Leader of the Year, Dr. Yetunde Alade, better known as Yeti. We're so proud of and praise the contributions she has made to our students in her role as Nutrition Services Coordinator. Yeti's work in the summer meals and after-school program, as well as other key areas of responsibility, have elevated the district to become a program model other school districts use to measure their programs. Yeti was born in Lagos, Nigeria, and immigrated to the U.S. in 2003. She is a registered dietitian who believes in the health and well-being of all children. Yeti sees herself first as a mother and a wife, and then a professional. She is fully devoted to her family and makes professional decisions around them. One such decision led her to join our team in 2012. As she resides in the county, her children attend Clayton County Public Schools, and all three are academic scholars. Yet is a devout Christian and strives to live and raise her children according to the Christian faith. She has close ties to her family in Nigeria, other parts of the U.S., and Europe. She spends generously on worldwide travel to provide her children with a global perspective that she believes to be instrumental to their success. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Nutrition Zone, Dr. Yetunde Alade.
Good evening. As a product of a society where it literally takes a village to raise a child, I want to remind us that regardless of the role you play, we all mold young, impressionable minds. The need to strive to be positive role models cannot be overemphasized. The way we dress, speak, our mannerism, and even our work ethics are caught by our audience of over 54,000 students. The wise King Solomon admonishes in scriptures that whatever our hands find to do, we should do it with all our might. This is a reminder of the value of hard work. To prevent discouragement, we must remember the words of Booker T. Washington, that success is not so much about the position reached, but the obstacles that one has to overcome. Lastly, When we make sacrifices for the betterment of others, be reassured by the observation of the late Zig Ziglar that you can get everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. These are the core values and insights that have culminated to this point in my professional journey. I'm greatly honored by this recognition and grateful for the opportunity to serve the stakeholders of Clayton County Public Schools. I'm Yetunde Alade, Nutrition Services Coordinator. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, this Classified Support Leader of the Year, Dr. Yetunde Alade, Nutrition Coordinator, and her supervisor, Miss Audrey Hamilton, Director of School Nutrition.
Greetings, everyone. It is my pleasure to speak about the supportive efforts of Dr. Ebony Camille Chillis, the coordinator of CTAE. Dr. Chillis is a raving example of a leader who innovates and creates out-of-the-box opportunities for our students. She stays abreast of business and industry trends to improve our students' ability to secure high-skill, high-wage, and high-demand careers. As a result, Dr. Chillis has increased the percent of students who graduate college and/or work-ready to 92.8%. Through her leadership and partnerships, our district now has 14 industry-certified programs, 5 school-based enterprises, and she helped to develop 100 Wonderful Words That Work, which brings awareness of the 17 career clusters to our early learners. Dr. Chillis has been a part of the collaborative energy to establish magnet programs and career academies in our district. Finally, she has helped cultivate more STEM-related initiatives, such as helping Rex Mill Middle School obtain STEM certification and building a partnership with the Flying Classroom in order to make learning visible. Exceptional work, Dr. Chillis. Your passion and innovative efforts are helping to inspire greater readiness among our students. You are very deserving of this honor. Congratulations again.
From high school, college, to my first career in television and film, Career Technical and Agricultural Education, CTAE, has always been a part of my life. And this is why my narrative of CTAE is so transparent, presented with perseverance, and is why I do the work, as we all play a vital role in addressing the skills gap. CTAE has afforded me the opportunity to meet, share, and strategize with every division and every department within Clayton County Public Schools. From our Board of Education, superintendent, community, business partners, teachers, and students, we've all been transformative CTAE ambassadors. This work has and will always require our best. Our purpose and promise is bigger than ourselves. Everything we do is connected to a greater good. Colleagues, the bond we share is forged around making sure every student has the opportunity to succeed by navigating through the constant modernized advancements of our world. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing Certified Support Leader of the Year, Dr. Ebony Chillis, Coordinator of Career, Technical, and Agricultural Education. Her supervisor, Dr. Ebony Lee, could not be here tonight. So she is being escorted to the stage, or she was anyway. Her father is escorting her to the stage tonight. So please give her a good large round of applause.
Dr. Pam Pitts is a true professional and a dynamic leader. She has created a positive learning environment at Morrow High School where the students are valued and the teachers are supported. On any given day, you can observe Dr. Pitts meeting with students, teachers, and parents to problem solve and develop strategies for improving instruction and the overall environment at Morrow. When you enter Morrow High School, there are two distinct attributes that stand out. The first one is the silent hallways that exist during every transition. When you walk the hallways of Morrow, you can observe students moving quickly and quietly throughout the hallways to get to their next class. This is an awesome sight to see, especially in a high school that has over 1,800 students. The second thing that stands out is the love that Dr. Pitts has for her students, especially her seniors. She not only refers to every 12th grade student as senior, which in itself creates a sense of pride, but she holds them to a standard beyond measure. Her seniors are the ultimate leaders, office managers, role models, ambassadors for the school, and the list goes on. Recognizing her seniors as the leaders of the building has helped in motivating the underclassmen to strive for excellence. Congratulations, Dr. Pitts, on earning the title of Principal of the Year. You truly deserve this honor.
I feel honored and humbled to be selected as the 2018 Principal of the Year for Clayton County Public Schools. I'm humbled because I am just one of many outstanding and dynamic educators in the district who challenge and support students on a daily basis. I would like to thank my superintendent, Dr. Morcease Beasley, and the assistant superintendents. In thinking back and reflecting upon how I have come to find myself accepting this honor, it is impossible for me to fully acknowledge all of those who have influenced, inspired, prepared, and supported me along the way. I'd like to thank my family and friends who happen to be in the audience. I want to thank my mother, and although she died over 5 years ago, her influence is still felt. Thank you, Grandma, for showing me a strong work ethic and the concept of unconditional love and support. Beyond my family and friends, there are countless others who helped me to get here today. Thank you, Dr. Duncan, Ms. Patrick, and Dr. Hill for your continued support and leadership. And last but not least, my Morrow High School family. At Morrow High School, we inspire students, we educate students, and we are eternal optimists who believe that we can be excellent without excuses.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first of two principals of the year, Dr. Pamela Pitts, Morrow High School, and her supervisor, Ms. Charmin Johnson, Assistant Superintendent.
It is with great pleasure that I have this opportunity to speak on behalf of a gentleman that I have known and admired for many years, Dr. Samuel West, Principal of Church Street Elementary School. Although in our current roles I serve as Dr. West's supervisor, he has been a big brother and mentor to me long before our tenures here in the Clayton County Public School System. I believe that affords me a unique ability to speak about him professionally and personally. Professionally, Mr. West has been a longtime believer and supporter of public education. Before his tenure with our school system, he served as a daycare director at a Christian school for 9 years. Then, after deciding to go in public education, Dr. West began his career as a TAP teacher. His accomplishments include finalist for District Teacher of the Year, an administrator at a National Blue Ribbon School, and academic success at his current school. Personally, Mr. West is what anyone would hope to find in a decent human being. He is kind, intelligent, honest, humble, thoughtful, altruistic, and noble. He is a man of great conviction and faith, and a role model to countless individuals. I am so delighted that my friend, my fraternity brother, and fellow Fort Valley State University Wildcat is a co-recipient of the Principal of the Year Award. It is more than deserved. I salute you and your beautiful family. Thank you for being a great example for us all.
Good evening. To my colleagues who are in attendance tonight, I would like to leave you with this thought. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be good enough. As an educator, I just have to be good enough to move a student from one performance level to another. Good enough to be the reason a child wants to come to school. Good enough to be what I needed someone to be for me when I was in school. Good enough for the gift in me to cause the gift in others to manifest. To my mom, dad, and sister, thank you for being good enough for me. To my wife and daughter, thank you for sharing me with children and families for over 20 years. I truly am because of you. As educators, we must always keep at our forefront that the work we do for children and families matter. In closing, just be good enough to be the difference in a child's life that will make all the difference in the world. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second of two principals of the year, Mr. Sam West, Church Street Elementary School, and his supervisor, Dr. Douglas Hendricks, Senior Assistant Superintendent. Congratulations.
On behalf of the faculty and staff at Martha Ellen Stillwell School of the Arts, I would like to congratulate our Teacher of the Year and Clayton County Public Schools Teacher of the Year, Mr. Jeremy Lemahue. Mr. Lemahue has been a visual arts teacher at Martha Ellen Stillwell School of the Arts since our opening, August 2014. He is a model teacher who is truly committed to high performance, as he had a 100% passing rate for his students who took the AP Studio Art exam for the past 3 years. He is well liked amongst his peers and students. He will go far and beyond the call of duty to see his students reach their full potential. He is a true educator and a model. Mr. Lemahue, we are extremely proud of you and your accomplishments. All the best to you.
Hello and good evening. I am Jeremy Lemahue, and I have the honor of being named the Clayton County Teacher of the Year. I'm an art teacher, and I teach art at the Stillwell School of the Arts, where I've been teaching for the last 10 years. And over those 10 years, I have enjoyed tremendous success in the classroom. So much so that I can happily report to you that we have one of the best art programs, not only in the state, but in the nation. The last couple of years, we've won highly prestigious national level awards, and we've won multiple awards at the state level and district levels as well. I have students who have been accepted to all of the top art schools, and I have students who are currently gainfully employed in a visual art-related field. I'm very thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful to Clayton County with their continued support of the fine arts and the visual arts in particular. And I'm thankful to have such amazing students, students who are motivated, students who are passionate about what they do, and highly skilled. Thank you once again for this honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clayton County Public Schools Teacher of the Year, Mr. Jeremy Lemahue from Martha E. Stillwell School of the Arts, and his supervisor, Dr. Michael Robinson, Principal of Stillwell School of the Arts.
So did you know that in addition to the honor and appreciation that certainly comes with being an Employee of the Year, there's also gifts? Who doesn't love a little swag, some gifts, right? All of our honorees tonight will receive gifts, compliments of the sponsors who are listed on the insert in your program that you have tonight. So at this time, we want our sponsors or their representatives who are here to please stand so we can recognize you.
We now have the privilege to present some special gifts to our 2018 Employees of the Year. Please welcome back to the stage all of our overall winners. And as they approach the stage, our first presentation for our winners is from one of our platinum sponsors, the Herff Jones Company. Here representing the Herff Jones Company is Mr. Rick Shrewsbury.
Okay, good evening. My name is Rick, and I'm with Herff Jones, and I always look forward to this night, and I really appreciate the opportunity of being here and service our students with class rings and graduation supplies. The Herff Jones Company that I represent has been here for myself 32 years, and I love what I do, and I enjoy the students and kids here in our school system. So tonight, we are honoring the best of the best, and for the last 20 years, I present a ring to the Teacher of the Year and a ring to the Principal of the Year that is in honor of my mom and dad, who are teachers in another school system. So they will receive their rings tonight, and also I will be presenting pins to the other. They're very nice. They have Clayton County Public Schools in the year that they received this award. So I think what I would like to do is ask you all just to slide over this way, and I'm going to individually present these to you. First of all, I want to present the pins. Now, the Teacher of the Year, I personally know all three of these, the young lady and these two gentlemen. They are very special to me. Stillwell School of the Arts is an amazing school, and this gentleman is an amazing guy, and I'm very honored to present him his Teacher of the Year ring. It's a beautiful ring. It has Teacher of the Year around the stone, and it will have the year that he was inducted as Teacher of the Year. Jeremy Lemahue. Next, Dr. Sam West. I've known Dr. West for a long time. I met Dr. West when he was at Elite Scholars with Dr. Shaw. He did a wonderful job there, and then he was named principal at Church Street. Awesome guy. I know why he's well liked, and I'm very proud to present him his Teacher of the Year ring. Principal of the Year ring, excuse me. Now, this last young lady, and I have to do this, I've known this young lady for a long time. Dr. Pam Pitts, she and I go way back. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this young lady. She has done an excellent job. She runs a college campus, in my opinion. She does. And I told her that I was going to physically place this ring on her finger tonight. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So, congratulations to Dr. Pam Pitts. Again, congratulations to all the winners. I wish I could get every one of them a ring. But I'm very honored to be here to do this. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Shrewsbury. Excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Shrewsbury, for these generous gifts.
So our next presentation is from another of our platinum sponsors, the Kroger Company. Please welcome Miss Lakita Parks, who's presenting more special gifts for all our awardees tonight. Lakita?
Good evening. It is a pleasure for me to be here. One of the fun things for my job is I get to coordinate the education program, and I get to honor teachers throughout the Atlanta area. But the highlight of that is coming to the Clayton County celebration and Evening of the Stars. You guys look beautiful. I think it's a passion for me, and it's near and dear to my heart because my children are products of the Clayton County school system. I wanted to share something with you all. I thought about what I would say and what would be fitting for this occasion, and I've seen so many things and heard so many things. I'm a note taker, and if you guys are teachers, so you know what it means to take notes. I heard somebody say, "Nobody better than me." I heard good enough. I heard excellence without excuses. I heard shaping the world one child at a time. I want to share this with you. It's from an unknown author. It's called Just One. And when I read this poem, think about yourselves, those of you that are on the stage and those of you that are sitting, because you're all winners. One song can spark a moment. One flower can wake a dream. One tree can start a forest. One bird can hear a thing. One smile begins a friendship. One handshake lifts a soul. One star can guide a ship at sea. One word can frame a soul. One vote can change a nation. One sunbeam lights a room. One candle wipes out darkness. One laugh will conquer gloom. One step must start each journey. One word must start each prayer. One hope will raise our spirits. One touch will show you care. One voice to speak with wisdom. One heart can know what's true. One life can make a difference. You see, it's up to you. And I want to say thank you on behalf of the Kroger Company for making a difference in the lives of children. You guys are shaping the future, and we need you. So thank you for your work. Thank you for your service. Now on to the fun stuff. So we have the Kroger Company. We are every winner on the stage tonight will receive a gift basket, compliments of the Kroger Company, and I think they're there you go. And I would like to present to the Support Professional of the Year, classified and certified, as well as the Support Leader of the Year, classified and certified, a $250 gift card from Kroger, and to the Principals of the Year and the Teacher of the Year, a $500 gift card from Kroger.
Very nice. We're handing out those gift cards, which they will come in handy over the spring and summer for sure. Kroger, we do want to give Kroger a round of applause. Please join us in thanking Mrs. Parks and the Kroger Company.
We have another presentation for our winners from another of our platinum sponsors, Barranco Automotive. Please welcome Mr. Darrell Ford, who is presenting on behalf of Barranco Automotive.
Good evening, everybody. I remember some 45 years ago walking through the halls of my high school, and it was the principal in that chaos who saw me in my moment, and he said, and he called me over because he seen something was wrong, but he was always roaming the halls. And he took the time to kind of find out and engage and get into what was going on. And I never forgot that. And what you do matters. And we just want to say at Barranco Automotive, thank you, because it's not the coaches for me, it was the coaching. It wasn't the counselors, it was the counseling. You know, and we know that you make a difference. So we just want to say thank you for all you do. And we have some checks for you all.
How much? Thank you, Mr. Ford, for your generosity to our winners. I know y'all wondering how much those checks are for. And I know y'all want to open up the envelope. I know, but I'm not going to tell you. Thank you, Mr. Ford. Thanks again. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we want to welcome Gina McCombs from A+ Foundation, another one of our platinum sponsors. Gina, if you will come to the stage, please.
Good evening, everyone. I am the treasurer of A+ for Clayton County, our educational foundation. And it was formed in 1989 by two groups of Leadership Clayton. And over the years, we have always given a monetary contribution to the Teachers of the Year and the support personnel and all of you folks up here. And we've also given many, many grants of over $200,000 to classroom projects. The foundation has been active in many years and sometimes not as active. We have a great new superintendent who is very excited about helping to get this foundation moving again. And we just want to thank all of the honorees tonight, and we want to thank all of the winners tonight, and we are going to give each one of them a cash contribution as well. Thank you so very much. We appreciate all that you do for our students.
And as those special checks are passed out, it's not a bad way to end a Thursday night, is it? It's a really good week. We thank you so much for all that you do. And, you know, if this is just a small part of how we here in the community can show our appreciation to you, truly, we thank you for all you do, because it does go unappreciated many, many times. And finally, we want to welcome Dr. Gloria Duncan, who's presenting more special gifts. See, it's not over just yet. So, Gloria?
Good evening again. On behalf of ABM Lanier Hunt Airport Parking, and I think Mr. Huey Galbraith is in the audience if you want to wave, I would like to present the following gifts to all of our winners for the district. And you will find that the teacher has $150 worth of gift cards. The principals have $145, and the support professionals have $140 in gift cards, assorted gift cards that you can use. Thank you very much to Lanier Hunt Airport Parking. One of our gold sponsors, Southern Federal Credit Union, has provided a $50 Visa gift card for each of our winners. Southern Federal believes that no student can succeed without the support of passionate educators, and they are proud of each of you for your encompassing what it takes to be a successful educator. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Duncan, for representing these fine sponsors.
And we do want to give all of our sponsors another round of applause. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you for the principals and teachers and the staff there. And we would like to recognize, of course, all of our platinum sponsors, A+ Foundation, ABM, Lanier Hunt Airport Park. There are plenty of people who would be openly willing to help you guys out with all your gifts, I'm sure. We're gonna make sure we have someone to help you with that. Lanier Hunt Airport Parking, Atlanta Bronco Automotive, Container Technology, Family Focused Photography, the Herf Jones Company, the Kroger Company, and Moreau Florist. Our gold sponsors are, because we don't want to leave them out either, Clayton County Education Association, Jonesboro Sports, and Southern Federal Credit Union.
At this time, it's our pleasure to introduce to you the Honorable Rhonda Burno, State Representative for District 77, who will make a special presentation on behalf of the Clayton County legislation.
Good evening. The Clayton County House Legislative Delegation would like to congratulate the district winners on their accomplishments in Clayton County Public Schools. At this time, members of the delegation are going to present each of you with your own personal resolution from the Georgia House of Representatives that was read on the House floor and signed by the House Clerk and is recorded in the history and archives of the state of Georgia.
And once again, Ms. Burno, we want to thank you as well. Thank you, thank you. As we near the end of our program, we do want to say thank you again to Mondays Mill High School, JROTC, for their presentation of the colors and also for reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. As well as special thank you to those who provided our special entertainment this evening, Ms. Joy Duncan of McGarreth Elementary, Mr. Ed Blackwood of M.D. Roberts Middle School, the Stillwell String Quartet, the Stillwell Dance Group, the Singing Brothers of Stillwell, and Miss Tiffany Adams, who will be singing for us in just a moment as well. We would also like to thank our elected officials, our superintendent for the congratulatory letters for all of our nominees and winners as well, and our special appreciation to the Riverdale High School Jazz Band under the direction of Mr. Michael Play for outstanding musical entertainment provided to us tonight. Riverdale High School also provided ushers. They helped you in the building this evening from the Gentlemen of Quality organization under the direction of Mr. Tariq Davis and Mr. James Scarborough.
And thank you to Haney Elementary, men of distinction, for assisting with the programs and ushering. The men of distinction are mentored by Mr. Jarrell Robinson, Mr. Chris Smith, Mr. Daniel Coons, and Mr. Joseph Bolden.
And we want to thank the Professional Learning Department and a number of volunteers as well, the Communications Department, Print Services, Transportation, the Department of Safety and Security, and Martha Ellen Stillwell School of the Arts and their support. And in many cases, long hours, of course, to make an event like this a success. It takes a lot of people. It takes a village. And a special thanks is given to our superintendent, Dr. Morsis Beasley, for his support, and thank you to the Performing Arts Center staff and the Fine Arts Department who've helped in this production of this evening with the stars.
We will now have closing remarks by Dr. Gloria Duncan, Director of Professional Learning. Let's welcome Mrs. Duncan.
Thank you, Dr. Simpson and Ms. Hutchins. As you know, an event like this takes a lot of coordination and cooperation of an entire village of individuals who love Clayton County staff and students. I would like to thank Ms. Tracy Hutchins from Channel 46 News and Dr. Ralph Simpson for serving as hosts tonight. Let us please show our appreciation. And Ms. Hutchins, while you are here with me, we have a very special gift for you and want to say thank you so much.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you. I would be remiss if I did not compliment you all on how fabulous you all look tonight. Please remember to take advantage of the wonderful offer from our sponsors Family-focused photography will be taking pictures if you would like to take pictures with your family or by yourself or glam gaze. They will be out there for that purpose. Also, we have refreshments in Tarpley Hall. And for those of you who didn't get a chance to eat dinner, they are kind of heavy refreshments, so you can have your little mini dinner. I would be remiss if I did not ask the professional learning staff to please stand. Working with this group has proven that teamwork, in fact, does make the dream work. Well, I would like to thank all of our sponsors, all of our community leaders, elected officials, and I would like to thank all of you who are so proud, all of the staff, all the family, all the friends, everyone who has come out tonight to make this a special night for our employees of the year. To all of our honorees, congratulations on an honor well deserved. And finally, I would like to say thanks to all employees, friends, family members that joined us tonight, and ask you all to have a truly great and safe evening. Thank you and good night. Please remain seated until the honorees are recessed, and then you may leave. And we will now have a solo by Tiffany Adams, and they will recess during that solo.
There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. Oh, the Lord knows dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone tell aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you, that a hero lies in you. You and you and you and you and you and you, that a hero lies in you.
Thank you and good night.